All right, give me 1 second. All right, while I'm sharing the video, anybody got any questions or comments to start the class off? Anybody got any questions or comments to start the class off? Or any questions, really?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I would just like to say that the Brotherhood lecture on Sunday, that was a great lecture. Great lecture. Had a great time there. Got a lot of information that I didn't know, and it was a real good time being with the brothers. I felt the brotherhood when I walked in the door.
Most High in Christ. I ain't get to make it. I left a little early. But you know what I mean? I already know it was a powerful lecture by Captain Akkad and Officer Dawada. You understand? It was Most High in Christ. You got to make it to see that. You know what I mean? But we're going to go ahead and get into today's topic. Yahbashim Yahshua Brakatah to the brothers. Yahshua Bashim Yahshua to the sisters. We're going to go ahead and get into today's topic, which is fixing the black household. We're going to go a little bit on the men and a little bit on the woman, on how you should act or how you should not act, and then how you should act according to the household to have a prosperous, successful black family. You understand? So we're going to go into the scriptures talking about this today. We're going to start off with the men. You understand? We'll give a couple verses on that. So start off in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 23 and 11. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 verse 11 in the Apocrypha. And then read it when you got it.
Salakia, sir. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 23, verse 11. A man that uses much swearing shall be filled with iniquity.
Right. Stop right there.
And the plague.
What does it mean to swear?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
To use the Most High's name in vain, or to blasphemy towards the Most High.
That wouldn't necessarily be what it means to swear. That's like, that could be a form of swear, but that's not necessarily what swear means. Anybody else want to take a shot of what the word swear means?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
A strong promise.
Right. That's what a swear means. The promise to do something. Shalom on Christ. Who just chimed in?
Shalom on Christ. It's called one.
How you doing, Tawab?
Khan out of one. I'm doing too off. How you?
Hey, I'm doing Tawab. Are we at Ecclesiasticus 23 and 11? But I just asked, what does the word swear mean? And young man Kevin said that swear means to make a strong promise. If you one thing in the I.S.U.P.K, if you're not too sure on the definition, it's a definition. I don't know all the definitions, so you know what I mean. It's nothing to look it up or Google it and find out the definition. But yeah, it would be to make a strong promise. It's as if you saying that you're gonna do something and you never do it. You understand? That's what swearing means. Like, oh, I swear I'm a, you know what I mean, buy you this ring and you never buy the ring. You understand? You know what I mean? Trying to say that you're gonna do something and pretty much you giving the idea of you got my word, like I'm gonna do it. Or I swear I'm gonna pay you back at this certain time, but you don't pay them back at that certain time. You understand? You should never swear because then you'll be full of iniquity. Read that from the top again.
Con out of one con. Ecclesiasticus chapter 23, verse 11. A man that uses much swearing shall be filled with iniquity.
Right, a man that used much. I'm gonna start right there. A man used much swearing shall be filled with iniquity. Because in essence, what you're gonna be doing if you swear and you're not keeping it. What's gonna end up happening? Like, why does it say you shall be full of iniquity? The water.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
You're making trouble for yourself.
Right. And okay. How would you be making trouble for yourself? Because I got the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, and swearing will be like as if you making an oath. You understand? That's kind of like when you come into the truth, we swear by the Lord. We make an oath with the Lord. That's what swearing would be doing. So if you swear to like your woman, to your wife, or you know what I mean, your children, or anything in that sense, and you don't keep it, because essentially you won't be keeping it, what would you be doing? What would be the sin that you would be doing?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Breaking the oath.
Right, you'll be breaking the oath, or you'll be lying. And in the Bible it say not to lie. You understand? That's why you shouldn't swear your household to do anything. Just do it if you're going to do it, but don't swear, because then if you don't keep it, if you don't perform the oath that you just took, then in essence you're going to be a liar, and that can cause inequity in your household, because then now your woman think you a liar, or your children think you a liar. They'll lose respect for you by swearing so much, and you don't keep your swears. You don't keep your oath. You understand? Keep going on that verse.
Con out of one con. And the plague shall never depart from his house.
Right, and the plague shall never depart from your house. You understand? The damage that you caused, the plague that come across your house because of all those sins, is going to stay in your house. You will never be able to have a successful or righteous household. You understand? Because of what you did. It's starting with the man. You understand? Keep going.
If he shall offend, his sin shall be upon him.
Right, keep going.
And if he acknowledge not his sin, he maketh a double offense.
Right.
And if he swear in vain.
No, stop right there. Right. So if stop right there, Salakia. So if he shall offend, meaning because you swear something, you offended somebody because you didn't keep your oath, then that sin is going to be upon you. But then if you don't recognize what you did, if you don't realize what you did and realize it was wrong, then you're going to be that's a double sin. That's a double offense. You adding sin on top of sin. You can't expect to be doing this thing, but then expect your woman to follow you. Expect your children to follow you. You can't expect to have an ordered house if you just lying all the time. You making all these swears and you ain't keeping none of them. You just swearing because you want to make her feel good. You understand? That's your mindset. I'm going to get her to shut up. Okay, I'm going to swear. But then it comes a time to keep it, you don't keep it. So what you do? You're going to keep swearing again. You're not going to realize what you did was wrong. You understand? In your mind, you thinking it's right because she shut it up at that moment when you wanted her to. You understand? That's not that your house is going to be full of plagues and calamities if you do that. Keep going.
And if he swear in vain, he shall not be innocent, but his house shall be full of calamities.
Right. If you swear for nothing, meaning you know you're not gonna keep. Some men, like I said, some men swear and they know they're not gonna keep. They swear they know they're not gonna do it. That's why I say in vain, meaning for nothing. You're just doing it for nothing. You understand? Your house is gonna be full of calamities, full of problems. You understand? You're gonna have a woman that's not listening to you, don't care about what the hell you got to say, all the way down to your children. Because of why? You swearing for vain, man. And that's what you can't do for men. If you a man, if you're gonna tell your girl to do something, you're gonna do something, then do it. You understand? Once you learn, if maybe before you didn't know, but now that you know, going forward, anything that you say that you're gonna do, and you make it known that you're gonna do it. You understand? Because it'll make your household lighter. It make your household more in order. Because now she can follow your lead and count on you to understand, do what you say that you're gonna do. So I just wanted to start off with that verse right there. We're going to go to the next verse. Right. I see it. Shalom, Yahanna Shikata on the line. I see the Officer Bungadar out of one. I see you online. Give me Ecclesiasticus 14 and 8. We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus 14 and 8. This is another thing that men do that they don't understand is a problem. And this is some of the causes that cause you not to have your house in order. You understand? We all know that if you don't follow the Most High, if you don't follow Christ, then if you're not following the order, you can't expect your household to be in order. But there's other things that you also need to do, you understand, according to how you acting in your household or how you acting with yourself to be able to get your household correct. Shalom, Yahanna Shekatah. Who just chimed in?
Sir?
Yeah, who just chimed in? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Shalem Roosevelt. I'm calling from Georgia.
All right, I got you down. I just asked that just to keep your attendance. You know what I mean? When you call in the class, we keep attendance. And if you want to become a trooper, like if you're trying to come a part of the school, you know, we just got to take the attendance and see how much time you did so we can go ahead and work on that. So that's the only reason why I asked. You understand? But yeah, just put your phone on mute. You got any questions or comments, say Salakia, take it off, and then I'll get you in here. Shalom, Lord Christ. Who just chimed in?
Yes, sir. Shalom, Lord Christ. It's true, but
All right, you doing Tawab, man? You doing Tawab?
I'm good, sir. How about you, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm doing Tawab. You understand? I'm doing Tawab. I'm about to get this class in. Right now we had Ecclesiasticus 14 and 8, so we're going to start from there. You got that, young man, Willie?
Out of one con.
All right, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 14 and 8. The envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men.
Right, the envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Anybody want to take a shot at what it's talking about right there? What happens when you always envying somebody? What's some of the things that can happen if you're always envious? You're always looking at what somebody else got, and you know what I mean. You in essence, you jealous. Well, first somebody find out what the word envy mean. What does envy mean? To envy somebody.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
To be envious is to be almost fatally jealous, very jealous.
Right. You desiring to have what they have. Like you see something that they got and you have a desire to want it. You might not even need it, but because they got it, you're going to hate on them because you have a desire to want to possess that same thing. You want to have it. You're not content with what you got, or you don't want to go out and get it. So you looking at them and you being envious, like, you know what I mean? Almost as it leads to sin. That's what in essence it leads to sin when you envying something. Because then you're going to get to a point to where you're going to want to do something which is a sin to acquire that. But like you said, it's like you jealous. It's like you have a desire to have something that somebody else has, and you're not content with what is yours. You're not content with what you have. You understand? So it's say an envious man have a wicked eye. You understand? That's what it's talking about, having that wicked eye. You understand? Keep going. Read from there.
He turneth away his face and despiseth men.
Right. He turneth away his face and despised men, meaning he don't want to hear what a man got to say. You understand? You can't expect you can't expect to know everything or even know anything if you don't get any type of counseling or you don't allow another man to teach you. Like a lot of people say, oh, they just worship God and oh, it's the Lord that taught them. I don't follow man. I follow God. God give me all the knowledge. You understand? If you pick up this Bible, you didn't know, if you didn't watch no I.S.U.P.K classes, and you just pick up this Bible, you think you're gonna be able to understand it? That's a question. Anybody think that they'll just if you didn't need to come to the school, you just picked it up and you understood it all? If that was the case, we wouldn't be in the Christian church. If you could just pick up the Bible, you would have never been a Christian then. If you could have just picked it up and understand it. That's why it don't make sense when people, you know what I mean, when people sit here and they say, oh, they just listen to the Most High, they get all their words from the Most High, all their knowledge from the Most High, they don't follow man. You know what they have? They have a wicked, they're envious. That's the reason why they don't come into I.S.U.P.K. They don't realize that they can do the same thing, work hard, and you know what I mean, earn the right to teach. They think in their mind, oh, I got to be in there, be a trooper, I got to do this, I got to do that. Oh, you know what I mean? It's envy. It's all starting with envy. You understand? You do start to despise men. You don't want nobody to correct you. You don't want nobody to tell you how things should be properly done. And in that sense, you're not going to be able to rule your household because coming into the truth, we didn't know how to necessarily run our household completely. We wasn't following the Lord. You understand? We might have been our dad, we might have had our dad in our life. He told us some type of, you know what I mean, what is it called? Natural understanding of how to, you know what I mean, how to be a man, making sure your family's taken care of. You understand? Doing what you can to protect them. You understand? You might have that natural sense, but when it comes to other things you might not know about, you understand? You might have a hard time knowing about. But if you envious, you're not going to get that knowledge. You're not going to get that understanding. You're going to turn yourself away from it. You don't want to listen to what nobody got to tell you. You understand? That's not going to help you. That's how you shouldn't be. You understand? You should be coming in here being disciplined and wanting to take orders. Wanting to understand or get the knowledge of how to act and not be turning your face away from men. What does it say on the next verse? Let me see. Give me verse 9.
Con out of one con. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14, verse 9. A covetous man eye is not satisfied with his portion.
Keep going.
And the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul.
Right. The covetous man, to covet something is you want to keep it. It's the same. It's almost the same as envious. You see something, but now you actually performing something to try to covet his. Like if you covet somebody's woman, you trying to talk to his woman, knowing damn well it's adultery, but you trying to covet another man's wife. Meaning you trying to talk to her, make little jokes, flirt here and there, to see if she bite, to see if she fall for it. The same thing as if you covering somebody's riches. You trying to find a way to where you can get it in your possession. You can get your portion of it. That's what happens when you envious. You understand? Or when you despising men. You covet another man's property or another person's property. You understand? That's why I say you're not satisfied with your portion, meaning you want somebody else. You want somebody else's portion. You understand? And it says, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Meaning, you understand, you committed so much sin. You understand? You putting so much sin on yourself, you won't be able to get right. You won't be able to fix yourself. You won't be able to have your household in order. Because you always worried about what somebody else got. Instead of worrying about what you got and protecting what you got. Keeping what you got and making sure what you got is right. Making sure what you got is in order. Because you always worried about what somebody else got. You understand? Fix your household. You don't be worrying about other people's households or what other people got going on. Let them have what they have and you be content with what the Lord gives you. You understand? But I wanted to pull out those two scriptures For the men, actually one more. Give me we gonna jump to, we got one more. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 22 and 1. Shalom Yabashim Yaskata, Si Shabaya Allah, Parak Gabar. See y'all online. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 22 verse 1. This is another thing that men can't do. You understand? Because if you do these things, your woman, first of all, your woman gonna see it. You understand? Your woman's gonna see it, and you know what she gonna do? Because a lot of people know that once you get a woman, naturally a woman starts to act like their man. You understand? They start to take on the characteristics of their man. So if you're doing unrighteous things, if you're doing these type of things, what type of things you think your woman gonna do when she see you do it? You making it okay in your household, even your children. You making it okay in your household to do. Well, I do it. They gonna have the mindset of, well, my father do it, so I don't see nothing wrong with it. You're not building a righteous house by doing these things. You understand? But you got that for me? Ecclesiasticus 22 and 1.
Con out of one con. Ecclesiasticus chapter 22, verse 1. A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out to his disgrace.
Right. Now, what does it mean to be slothful?
It's not you, sir.
Go ahead.
It should be equal to being lazy.
Right. It's like being lazy. You understand? So anybody know what this kind, like, it's like you got to think about it in your mind. It's not necessary. It's not saying, oh, because you don't got no job. You understand? You slothful. But being lazy would be you making an excuse for why you can't do stuff in the truth. Like, say if, you got camp on Saturday. You making an excuse to why you can't go to camp. You being slothful. You understand? You make an excuse to why you can't show up at class. Well, man, I work till 6:30 and I don't get home till 7, so I can't call in. You understand? Your woman gonna look at you doing that. They gonna look at you not taking it serious. In essence, you're not taking the truth serious. That's what you're doing. You're being slothful. You're being lazy. Like you can't. You know what I mean? Muster up the strength to be able to do what you got to do. Sometimes you might not get no sleep. But now you're thinking in your mind, well, because I ain't got no sleep, I can't help the brothers. I can't do, you know what I mean? I can't be able to show up to a feast day. You know, all those things is being watched by your family, and you showing that trend. Like if a woman look at you and see, okay, well, you always make an excuse to why you can't teach class, why you can't go to class, why you can't go to camp. Why should I take the truth serious? Why should I have to bend my back over and put in work to help the school when they looking at you and you slothful? You know what I mean? You're not taking it serious. That's why I say a slothful man, the congregation will hiss him out. It's going to be seen that every time it comes time for you to do something, you always got an excuse. It's like you keep an excuse in the chamber. Well, if they ask me this, then I'll be able to just respond like this and I'll be able to get away with it. Yeah, you might be able to get away with it, but people see that. You understand? Especially your woman. They see that. And they're not going to take you serious. You're going to find yourself in a moment to where you're trying to teach your woman or tell your woman something and she going to really laugh at. She's not going to take you as she's going to take you as a joke, Salakia. She's going to take you as a joke because when it comes time for you to do something, when it comes time for you to put in work, what are you? You slothful. You understand? That's why you can't be that way. You got to be you got to lead. That's what a man does, right? He leads. So you got to always show that you're ready to do what you got to do, regardless of what happens, regardless of what's going on. You take the truth serious. You take your job serious. You take your responsibilities that you have serious. So then they can see that and they can know, okay, well, you understand? He do take his responsibilities serious, so I should help him out. You understand? That's how you build a household. That's how you be a leader to your woman to follow you so she can show, you know what I mean? So she can see through you of how she should act. She can see, oh, I have a serious man that's about his business, so maybe I should be about my business too. Because if not, then you can't expect them to be that way. You can't expect them to, you know what I mean? They're going to follow suit. They're going to do exactly what you do. They're going to be slothful. You slothful, they're going to be slothful. if you allow them to you know what I mean, they see what you doing, and they see about how you doing, you ain't doing nothing, they gonna do the same thing. And other people are gonna see that when they get around them. When they get around your family, your household, they're gonna be able to see that. You understand? They're gonna be able to know, okay, well, something's going on here. You understand? But now I did 3 scriptures on the woman. I mean on the Salaki on the men. I'm about to go ahead and go into the woman, and we're gonna try to go ahead after we're gonna try to mesh them together. But I'm gonna do some verses on the woman right now. So give me we're gonna start at Isaiah 3 and 16. Give me Isaiah 3 and 16. Because these are things, we all know that we got to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? But you can follow the law, statutes, and commandments and still, you know what I mean? Because you might not be handling things in the right way. You might not sin, might not be sinning, but you're not handling things in the right way or in the right spirit. So there'll still be some chaos going on in your household. You understand? You gotta understand there's a way, yes, we do it by law, we going by the law, but it's also a way that you can just treat people to make it easier. Or the ways that you can act to make it easier in your household. You understand? But give me Isaiah 3 and 16. Read it when you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
Right, stop right there. What does it mean to be haughty? I'm going to ask questions all throughout this class. What does it mean to be haughty?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
That's it. Does it mean disobedient?
Not necessarily, nah. Anybody know what it means to be haughty? Go ahead.
To be boastful, like to kind of be like big of yourself.
Right, that's exactly what it means. You got another word for it? What's another word that everybody knows? You right, that's it.
Yes, sir.
That's the definition.
Arrogant.
Right, it's another word though. Y'all all right, that is exactly what it is. But what's a synonym? It's another word that everybody knows.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Prideful.
Right, exactly. Yeah, all y'all was right. You know what I mean? Arrogant, proudful, boastful. It's all the same thing, but everybody knows prideful. That's what it means to have a haughty look, to be haughty. It means to be prideful. Just like the sisters out, you know what I mean, in the world today. They very prideful, man. They walk around doing whatever the hell they want to do, and they don't care about what nobody think because they very proudful. You understand? They over their husband. They can bark at their husband. They can talk to their husband any type of way because they don't care about him. They're proudful. They care about themselves. That's what it means to be have a haughty look. And if you prideful, what happens when you prideful? According to the Bible, if you proud, what happens?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
You fall.
Give me the precept. What's the precept for that? You right. You understand? Well, what's the precept? You got a precept? Anybody got a precept for it?
Yes, sir. Give me a moment to find it.
No sweat. Anybody else, if you want to try, you know what I mean, while he's looking for it, you can go ahead and try. What's the precept for it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it pride coming before the fall?
Yeah, what's the precept? You know where the verse is?
Common concept, Proverbs 11 and 2.
Yeah, that's one. It's another one I'm looking for, but that's one. That's definitely a good one. But it's another one I'm specifically looking for. All right, no sweat. I'm gonna say it for time's sake. Give me a Proverbs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Proverbs 16 and 18.
Right. Yep. Proverbs 16 and 18. Read that for me when you got it, warrior.
Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Right. You see that? It say pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before the fall. Showing you that haughty and prideful is in essence the same thing. You understand? Somebody got their phone off mute. Can you put it back on mute, Baba Kusha? But it says pride comes before the Slaki. Pride comes before destruction, and a haughty look before the fall. You understand? That's what happens when they got the sisters of Zion walking around, the daughters of Zion walking around proudful. They end up destroying themselves, man. They end up falling. And the nation fall with it because what? It says, children are your oppressors and women rule over you. You understand? But that's what it says right here. It says that the daughters of women are haughty, man. You're not supposed to be prideful. What are you prideful? You got to understand that women are prideful, and women in this society, in this day and age, woman is prideful even with all the destruction that we go through. You understand? We in poverty. We being destroyed and oppressed by all these other nations, and the woman still find a way to be proudful. You understand? You know what I mean? It's women that don't have damn near nothing. You understand? But they still find a way to be proudful. And that's why they're destroyed. You understand? You don't want to have a haughty look. You don't want to be a proud woman. You should be shamefaced. You shouldn't be proudful like that. Keep going on Isaiah 3:16.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16 continue, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
Right, stop right there. What does it mean to walk forward with a stretched forth neck? Walk with a stretched forth neck and wanton eyes.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Trying to be seductive, enticing men along the way.
Not necessarily. Like you onto it. That's, you know what I mean. That's a part of it, but that's not necessarily what I'm looking for. What does it mean to have a stretched forth neck and wanting eyes? A stretched forth neck will be as if you nosy. You in everybody everybody business. It's like a busybody. You looking for some, you know what I mean? You looking for some type of gossip or something to talk about so you can go ahead and post it. Like you live your life, especially, I always say this, I know I said this in multiple classes, but especially on Facebook. You understand? You scrolling through your Facebook waiting for some type of post to where you can start to comment on and start to gossip and, you know what I mean, tell people how you feel or what you think. You understand? That's what your neck stretched for. Shalom, Lord Christ. Who just chimed in?
Block you, sir, Shanae.
You doing Tawab?
I'm doing tomorrow.
Salakia, sir, Quint.
All right, I got you. All right, you doing Tawab, man? Mighty man?
Yes, sir.
All right, no sweat. Just place the phone on mute. You got any questions or comments? Take off, say Salaki, we'll get you in here. But yeah, that's what it means to have your neck stretched forth. Being a busybody, man. You always running to tell somebody business, or you asking certain questions. You asking certain questions that you know what I mean. You know, it's no question that you should ask, but you asking it with the sense of trying to be in somebody's business. You understand? Like, it's certain questions that you ask where you shouldn't ask, but you know somebody asking it because they want to be in your business. They want to find out what you got going on in your household rather than worrying about their own household. You shouldn't be like that. I got a precept too. Give me 1 Timothy 5:13. We're gonna jump to 1 Timothy 5:13. Hold where you at, young man, and then give me 1 Timothy 5:13. Because you shouldn't be a woman should not be walking with her neck stretched forth, trying to be in everybody's business, trying to find something to talk about. Yes, that's not sisterly as well. You being in somebody's business and telling what's going on and thinking that you about to give the spill on what you know, and you know what I mean, somebody told me this, so I know the spill, I know this and that and the third. That's not what you should be doing, man. You understand? That's being a busybody. You got that for me? 1 Timothy 5:18 or 5:13.
Con out of one con. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 13. And withal, they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house.
Right. What does it mean to be
And not
idle? Stop
only
right there.
idle,
What does it mean to be idle? In this context, what would it be? What would it mean to be idle in this context? Like, look at the verse and see, and it says they be idle. And you can read more than that to try to get the context. Somebody said Salakia.
like it,
Go ahead.
like slick lazy with nothing to do.
Right, exactly. That's what it means to be idle. It will be late. It will be the men version of being slothful. A woman will be idle, meaning they sitting around lazy. You understand? You should be doing something. You understand? Because if you think about it, if you sitting around not doing nothing, then what does that leave time for? For you to be a busybody, for you to be in people's business, for you to try to gossip and find something to do on Facebook. You know what I mean? That's what it means to be idle. You should be so busy. You should be doing work. You should be making sure your household is okay, to where you don't got time for that. You don't got time going from house to house, trying to figure out people's business, trying to be, you know what I mean, gossip, talk about people behind their back. That's what it means to be idle. Because you are idle, that's why you got time to do it. Because you lazy and you're not doing nothing, you got time to be, you know what I mean, to talk about people behind their back. You got time to be a busybody. Keep going from there.
Con out of one con. Wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Right. Tattlers and busybodies, man. Tattlers meaning you always telling. You understand? You hear something, sometimes you might hear something, or maybe somebody told you something and they shouldn't have told you. But you know what you do? You are a tattler. You ready to tell the next people. You ready? Oh, you heard about what happened? You heard about what happened to such and such, or you know about such and such. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you walking around, you understand, with your neck stretched forth. Being a busybody, like I said, being a busybody. Shalom, Lord Christ, we just chimed in.
Shalom, how about you? Brother L.
You doing Tawab?
I'm Tawab, I don't want the water. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Tawab. Shalom, Lord Christ. Who else just chimed in?
Shalom, y'all about you? This Kevian.
You doing Tawab, man?
Yes, Tawab, sir. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing Tawab. We at 1 Timothy 5:13 right now, so just place your phone. You got any questions, comments, take it off. It's a lock. It will get you in here. But yeah, read that from the top again, young man, Willie.
Salakia, sir. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 13. And withal, they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers, also and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Right, you speaking things which you know you shouldn't be telling people, man. You telling the lowdown, which you know other people should not be hearing this, or you should not be spreading this. First of all, you might not even know if it's true. It's just something that you heard. Maybe a woman is emotional venting, and now you end up going ahead and telling everybody, so everybody know their business or everybody know what's going on. You understand? You know you shouldn't be spreading no rumors. You shouldn't be speaking of the things like that. But that's what you do because you haughty with your neck stretched forth. I'm not talking about no women or sisters in the school, but I'm talking about sisters in general. You understand? That's in general what women deal with or what women have problems with. You understand? Being able to try to be in everybody's business and anything they hear, soon it goes one ear and they telling everybody else they come across. You understand? Thinking that they know everything. You know what I mean? You see it even in movies. Like, they got it to where you go to the hair salon. You know what I mean? They all telling everybody business. They doing all that. That's what you shouldn't be doing. Instead of doing that, you should be busy cooking, cleaning. You know what I mean? Working, trying to help your husband out some way. Understand? It's times where, you know what I mean, you be on Facebook and women will say that they supposed to be, you know what I mean, cooking or they about to cook. But instead of cooking, they done got themselves into some type of argument on Facebook. And now they find themselves arguing on Facebook with another man for about 2-3 hours and they ain't cooked nothing for their husband. You understand? You should be busy to where you're not arguing on Facebook, where you're not gossiping, you're not talking about people like that. You understand? But that's what it means to have your neck stretched forward. Go back to Isaiah 3:16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Right. Now I say wanting eyes, that means you want everything. To have wanting eyes, everything you see, you want. Sometimes you don't need to have everything that you see. That's why it's up for a husband to understand, no, you can't have that. You understand? A lot of times the problem comes in with this is a woman will make more money than the husband. So they'll think, oh, well, it's my money, I make it. Well, that's not how it's supposed to go. Maybe your husband is telling you not to buy it because you don't need it. Because maybe your husband telling you not to buy this pair of shoes because you got a whole 10, 15 pair of shoes in your closet that you never wore. You understand? But you just, anything you see, oh, you want it. You might not even use it. That's what it means by having wanting eyes. And then read from after that where it say walk and read that again.
Walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Anybody knows what that's talking about? You see it all the time. Women do it all the time. This is something that's known by you understand, Black, Hispanic, and Native American women. This is something that they always do. It'd be good if a woman could try to bring this one home and give me the understanding of this, but it's something that women always do. Walking and menacing as they go, and with the twinkling of their feet. Nobody want to take a shot of what this mean? No sisters want to take a shot?
Love you, sir.
Go ahead.
If I could, to me it sounds like, when women be walking and they be, it's like, I don't know the two correct words, but when they be walking and their body be moving, and they be walking out pad toe licking,
Wait, say that again?
You know how women be walking, and they be like, trying to gain attention from the way they be walking, and, their body, they be moving and walking pad toe.
That's exactly what it's talking about. You understand? Even more specific, that's exactly what it's talking about. But even more specific, women are put on certain type of apparel to where they walk in, just like he said, they walk in, and you know what I mean, they gotta walk to themselves to where they doing extra. Because women naturally, some women just naturally have an attractive walk. But they putting on like certain type of clothes to make the booty jiggle. You understand? That's what it means. Like you purposely trying to seek attention. You understand? You doing things too much. That's what it means. Just like how young man Kevian said, they walk in a certain type of way, just strutting showing all they all they junk, they cleavage and everything. You know what I mean? Got the type of clothes that make a man actually see everything they got. You know what I mean? That's how they walking. You understand? Just like young man Kevian said, that's what it means by walking and menacing as they go, man. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be dressed in modest apparel. That's what it says in the Bible, to have modest apparel. Not be, doing extra with you, to trying to get people to pay attention to you or see how you are. You understand? That's, that's a form of whoredom, man. Because that's essentially what you're looking for. You're looking for a man to talk to you. You understand? And try to get the, do whatever. You understand? That's you looking for it, seeking the wrong type of attention. But that's what it's talking about when it say that. Read that from the top again. Or read that one
Salakia,
part.
sir. Moreover,
Read it from the Walking and Medicine again.
Salakia, walking and missing they go and making and tinkling with their feet.
Right, you understand? You're not supposed to be doing this. This is the look of a proudful woman that's haughty, busybody, always nosy, you understand, and strutting her stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to show everybody, oh, look at me. You know what I mean? They take pride in their beauty rather than on the inward appearance of how they appear on the inwards, how they treat their husband, how they treat their family, how they treat their, you know what I mean, their household. That's not how you want to be. You don't want to be on the outward appearance doing these type of things. You understand? This is what will cause your household. First of all, this is a wicked woman. And this will cause your household to be destroyed. Your husband ain't going to want to be dealing with that. You understand? If you ever see a brother that go, and I be seeing it all the time now. If you ever see a brother go out with his woman, and he just got her wearing the skimpiest things, the belly all out, you understand, the tightest pants, and he just, you know what I mean? They might put on the type of mindset of, oh yeah, I want everybody to look at my woman, yeah, I'm with her. But really, that's just a weak brother. Like, to allow your woman to go out in public like that, it says something about you. You understand? It says that she ruling that household. That's what it says first and foremost. That it's not that you want her to wear that. You probably don't want her to wear that, but you know what? You so weak, you can't do nothing about it. She's the one that wears the pants in the relationship, and that's why she's able to do it. You understand? That's what that shows. Because no man don't want their woman out there just showing everything that they got. It's going to bring other men to talk to them, other men attention. You understand? Say if she don't talk to him, but still, why would another man, you know what I mean, want another man looking at his wife like that? Things that it's only for his eyes. It's because she ruling the relationship. What she says goes. You understand? He has a wicked woman. You understand? And it shows that he's a weak man, and that's why he has her. You understand? As a matter of fact, that gets me into my next verse. Give me Ecclesiasticus. Jump to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 26 and 23. Give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23 real quick.
Con out of one con. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Right, you understand? And that's why I wanted to bring this verse out, because a wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man. You understand? That's the reason why he don't care, because he's wicked himself. You understand? That's why you got to follow the order. You can't expect to be a wicked man and then have a righteous woman. Sometimes it might work out like that. You understand? You got some sisters that come into the school and they work on themselves and they be a righteous sister, but unfortunately their husband don't come into the school and their husband's still in the world. Sometimes it work out like that, but most of the time it don't. And why don't it work like that? Why does it say, now what is like a way that you could put this? That's, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people might be thinking, oh, well, the Most High sees a wicked man and he go ahead and send him a wicked woman. That's not necessarily how it is. It says a wicked woman is given to the wicked woman is given a portion to the wicked man. Anybody want to try to explain that? Like, don't think about it as the Most High sees a wicked man and he sends him a wicked woman. Well, why does it say this? A wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man. Somebody who didn't answer yet? All right, I don't know who was first. Somebody go ahead.
Salakia, sir, it's Kevin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Her taking on, naturally taking on his habits.
That's definitely a good answer. That's a good. What's another way? That is true. You know what I mean? That's definitely a natural way. That's definitely a normal way. Because she take on his. You see what he do? He out there doing worldly things. So, you know what I mean? She started to do it because that's how they get together. You understand? But what's another way that this could also be looked at as?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
You are what you attract.
That's exactly what I was looking for. You understand? You are what you attract. A lot of women say they never been with a, they don't, there's no good man. They always got niggas that ain't shit, Salakia. You know why? Because you ain't shit. You know, that's what you attract. That's what you like. Salakia. You understand? Same thing for a man. You understand? You saying there ain't no good woman, but you know why? Because all you do is go to the clubs and try to find a damn $2 hoe. That's why you don't think it's no good woman, because you don't take the time to find a good woman, to get to know a woman before you sleeping in the bed with her. You understand? You attracting what you do. The reason why is because you met her smoking weed. So what you expect? You understand? That's what it means. Like, you can't look at it as no spook, as, oh, the Lord making sure all the wicked men get the wicked woman. No. It's just, if you a wicked man, certain things that you do, certain ways you go about finding a woman, that's what you're going to attract. You're not going to attract a righteous sister. You understand? And that's why I say that. And that's why I say, but him that fear the Lord, read that second part.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Right. And you know that person that fear the Lord, what they going to do? They going to make sure they have a woman that's compatible with them. They going to make sure they have a woman that can follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? They not just going to go out there and sleep with anything. You understand? They going to get a sister from the school, and if they don't get a sister from the school, they still going to do a courting process with a woman in the world to get to know her before they laying in the bed with her. You understand? To see if she's willing, or if she can follow this truth. You understand? That's what I advise anybody to do. You understand? You looking to try to get another rib or another woman, or one rib. Maybe you ain't got none. Maybe you looking for one rib. You understand? Get to know her. Don't just, oh, I know her for 1-2 weeks, and then you sleep with her, and then you find out she's a damn monster. That's on you. You understand? You have to get to know somebody, do a process, learn who they are. And that's why I say a godly woman be given to a man who fears the Lord. Because they're going to make sure she's able to follow the Lord before they get with her. You understand? And I got a precept. For anybody know a precept for this before I give it? All right, no swear. It's probably a hard one. Give me Ecclesiastes in the New Testament, Ecclesiastes 7:26. Shalom, Yabashmi Yasha, Barakatah, Captain Marquaz, Salaki Adawan. But give me Ecclesiastes 7:26. And read it when you got it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Right. Now let's say I find more bitter than death a woman. What does it mean by that?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
That he can't stand evil, conniving woman that's not any good, unrighteous.
Yeah, that's true. But use like the Bible with the words that are used right here that we see. It says more bitter than death a woman.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
You know, like how something can happen, something can happen in your life so bad that you wish you were dead. You know what I'm saying? Something worse than death.
That's a context to look at it, but that's not necessarily what it's talking about right here. It's talking about right here more bitter than death, like as if somebody in your family that you love died. You know, some people go into depression after they, their mom or the dad or the son or the child, the daughter, or maybe their best friend, their cousin died. People can go into depression because of that, man. You understand? That's a lot of grief to deal with, somebody dying in your family. But what's more bitter than that, what's more grieful than that, is a woman, man, a wicked woman. You understand? A woman that's being wicked and doing what the hell she want to do, it's worse than your mom dying, man. Your dad dying. It's worse than that. You know what I mean? The grief, the depression, the feeling that you got on you is worse than that. Read from there. Keep going. Read from there.
And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Right. What does it mean
And her hand,
what does it mean by her whose heart is snares and nets? And hands as bands.
sir,
Go ahead.
would that be something like a trickster, schemer?
You on to it. You know what I mean? You on to it. Anybody else want to take a shot?
That's hilarious, sir.
Go ahead.
If I could, do it mean like a woman that, would present herself as if she, you know what I'm saying, she's righteous, and you know what I'm saying, you marry her, you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, she be the worst thing that ever happened to you.
That's you on to it, but not quite. You understand? Think about what a snare is and a net is used for. That's what the woman does. You understand? What does bands do? That's what her hands does. You understand? Keep go ahead.
It's to get something to hold it against his will, what have you.
Right. That's what a wicked woman is used for. Is trying to do right here, trying to trap you. You understand? A snare is like a trap. A net is used to trap. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Could that be like, you know how you have a baby by a wicked woman in the world, and she's like, could a snare in this verse right here be considered like child support or something like that?
Well, don't women in the world try to trap men by getting them pregnant and then putting them on child support?
Kind on kind, sir.
So then there you go. Women do use that tactic to trap a man. They think that, oh, I'm about to have his baby, and he gonna have to be with me, deal with me regardless. And then when he don't, they'll put him on child support. There's a trap, a snare to hold you down. You understand? Women will do that, and they don't even need, like, a man will probably work a 9-to-5 job making $10 an hour, only can pay $40 in child support a month. The woman don't know damn well she don't need the $40 a month in child support, but you know why she do it? To trap him, to be a snare against him. That's what wicked women do, man. You understand? That's why it says it right here. Read the next part.
And I want to call him. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
Right.
The sinner shall be taken by her.
Right. But whoso pleases God shall escape her. Meaning, it ain't no, you know what I mean, no miracle thing, oh, you righteous and now you escaping her. And no, but when you righteous, you already know what it is. You understand? You don't put yourself in that predicament. Or say if you was already with her and you became righteous. Now you start to teach her and have her and lead her to where now she gets righteous. She's not like that no more because she's starting to follow you because you got righteous. That's what it means by escaping her. Or you might be righteous coming to the truth and she might leave. You know what I mean? Because she just wicked and she can't be with no righteous man. She can't get her way. She might just leave. You understand? But a sinner shall be taken by her. Meaning if you a sinner, you not following this truth, you don't know no better. You understand? You think that that's what you got to go through. You understand? Or you looking for women who are like that. That's what you like. You understand? You specifically like women who's nothing but a monster. Because you what? Looked at her outward beauty. You don't looked at her, you seen her missing and walking and missing as she go, twinkling her feet, and you fell for it, man. And there you go. Now you got a monster woman for your child's mother. You understand? I just wanted to precept that with that verse that we just read, because those are two great precepts if y'all want to go ahead and write those down. Give me Ecclesiastes 26:8. Because another thing that woman, Ecclesiasticus 26:8. Because another thing that women shouldn't be doing is drinking. You understand? Like, I'm not saying have a drink, but being drunk. Like, a woman should not be drinking so much to where she finds herself drunk. Because a lot of, like, don't get me wrong, men shouldn't be getting drunk either. But it's pretty much hand in hand for women drinking more than a man. You know what I mean? Like, to me, from what I know, it's more hand in hand of a woman, especially like a lonely feminist woman. You know what I mean? All the feminist women, what is it known for? What do we always stereotype a feminist for having? You understand? No man, obviously, because you're a feminist, and no man want to deal with that. But you known for having what? Being by yourself with some cats, a vibrator, and some wine, a glass of wine, always drinking. You understand? That's what is known for feminists to have. You understand? And that's why a woman can't be drunk. Because it's worse for a woman to be drunk. You understand? A woman is already emotional and a weaker vessel, which is understandable. That's why a man deals with that and helps them out with that. But once you add liquor or drunk, you know what I mean? You add liquor on top of it, you get drunk. It just makes for a bad altercation. It makes for a bad situation. You understand? That's why we're about to get this right here. Give me you got that from Ecclesiasticus 26:8?
Calling out of one calling. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causes great anger.
Right, a drunken woman and a gatter abroad. What's a gatter abroad? If you need to look up the definition, you can look up the definition. This day and age, man, we lucky. We got phones and technology to be able to research things so we can go ahead and sound smart. What is a gatter abroad?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
One that travels about habitually, restlessly, or with chiefly social purposes.
Right, you understand? Someone who travels about relentlessly, and they do it abroad, meaning everywhere. You understand? That's what a gatter abroad is. You always out the house doing what the hell you want to do, going where the hell you want to go. You know what I mean? Partying all the time. You understand? That leads to what? What does that lead to?
Great anger.
Great anger, man. You understand? Great anger. A drunken woman, because she's going to cause problems. She's going to do stuff that she's not supposed to be doing. You understand? Getting liquor courage. Men get it too. You understand? But getting liquor courage causing problems. Or a gatter abroad going to be going out. You know what I mean? A man worrying about where she at. He contact her. Can't get in touch with her. You understand? Got the phone on silent or on mute or just not damn answering it. You understand? Chilling around other dudes. Thinking it's no problem. Oh, that's just my friend. You understand? It will cause great anger, man. Keep going on that verse. Is that it on that verse? It might be the next one. You there? Keep going on.
So yeah. He might have fallen off.
You said what?
So like, I don't know. He might have fallen off. I can continue reading. Read this verse.
Oh yeah, just read it for me. Yeah, read it for me.
Common Council, the book Ecclesiastes 26, verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
Right, she will not cover her own shame, man. You understand? Women nowadays be shameless, man. They don't care about how they looked at. They go and do a slut walk, man. You understand? That's what women do now. They proud to walk out and present themselves as a slut and take no shame. Like, if you say something about it, they will shame you. They will make it as if what you just said was the most wickedest, evilest thing that you could have ever said. You understand? No shame. They'll get an abortion and not give a damn about it. You understand? They'll shout your abortion like Oprah said. You understand? That's how women are nowadays, man. Shameless. They will not cover their shames. Things that used to be looked down upon. You used to, you know what I mean? Oh, you sleeping with this much guys? Now it's looked at as if it's like a great thing. You understand? Like they don't care. Like, oh, I just do what I want. I'm an independent woman. Nobody can tell me what to do. You understand? That's a wicked woman. Keep going on that. Read verse 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 9. The whore of a woman they may be known in her haughty look and eyelid.
Right, and that's where that word haughty comes to. A whoredom shall be known in her prideful look and her eyelids, rolling her eyes all the time. You understand? Being seductive, proudful look. That's how you'll know a whore by, man. You understand? And that's what you don't want to be doing. You understand? Keep going on that. Where's that it? Oh, no, that was it on that. No, you could drop that. You could drop that, yeah. But you understand, a whore shall be known by her haughty looks, man. The proudful look that a woman have. You understand? This is a wicked woman. This is something that a woman should not be like. You understand? Give me, jump down to Ecclesiasticus, the 25th verse. Give me the 25th verse.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Right. If you shamefaced, meaning that you have shame, you're not shameless, you feel shame. You will fear the Lord, because if a woman fears the Lord, she will have shame on her. That shame that she has on her will keep her from doing things, you understand, that will make her look bad. It will keep her from doing things that other people is like looking down upon, because she's not trying to be, you know what I mean, ashamed to everybody else. A shamefaced woman will fear the Lord. You understand? It's okay for a woman to feel shame, because that'll keep her in respect. That'll keep her humble. You understand? She'll be beautiful, you know what I mean, but she won't let that go to her head, because you know what? She's shamefaced. But a woman that is shameless shall be what?
Shall be counted as a dog.
Right. What does that mean?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The only female dog is a bitch.
Right. You understand? That's right. You understand? A lot of times women get called bitches. You know why? Because it's not because it's not because a man's not really trying to show disrespect, but that's what it said in the Bible. A shameless woman shall be counted as a bitch. You understand? That's the word to describe how she's acting. You understand? That's not talking about sisters in the school, but out in the world, most women do what? They act like bitches. You understand? You know why? Because they're shameless. They don't care. They do whatever they want. The hell they want to do. You understand? It's not, you know what I mean? Christ said it here in the Bible. It's written in the Bible. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, man. You understand? A dog is it. The other way, Salakia. The other people that's in the Bible that is referenced as a dog is the heathens, man. It's like as if she's a heathen. You know what I mean? A dog. Someone who just don't care to just do what the hell they want to do. It's like an animal. It's like an animalistic behavior to just do what makes you feel good, to do whatever you want to do. You understand? It's like kind of like an animalistic behavior. It says it in the I forgot what book it is. I got to get a book out, but it says it in one of the books, to where, you know what I mean, our people act like an animal because it's like white people act like an animal because they have no reference to anything higher, anything with the, you know what I mean, that's greater than that. They just do whatever they feel good. Like they do crack. You know crack is gonna kill you, but you know what I mean, you don't care. You just do it. It's just like an animal. You know what I mean? You put something in front of an animal face that they know that they shouldn't be drinking. You know what? They gonna drink it. You understand? Because they don't know no better. You understand? But it's just like a shameless woman. You understand? Give me Go ahead.
Do that verse right there ties into when Yahweh was talking to the Canaanite women and when she was explaining yet the dogs eat from the tables of the master.
Well, in that sense, that's why I related to who else he related to as a dog, the heathens. But it's a different context. In that context, he was saying a dog, as in, when you eating at a table, you feed a dog the scraps. Like you feed a literal dog the scraps. You know what I mean? Like stuff that your child probably don't like to eat. Broccoli or something, they'll throw it off the table. The dog could come and eat it up. Or like even when you eating your plate, you might got a dog that's me in your face. You got your dog in your face crying, and you might just break off a little piece and say here. You know what I mean? You eat your food, you break off a little piece and give him some. That's what it's talking about with the Canaanite woman. But right here, it's talking about a bitch. All right, but yeah, give me. Anybody got any other questions before we go to the next verse? All right, no sweat. What's the opposite of this? We're going to get the opposite of what we just read from a woman. Anybody know the verse, though, opposite of how a woman should act, especially when they're in the truth? Go ahead.
I can't remember the exact precept, but I'm a paraphrase likewise also the older women modest apparel. I can't really call it to mind right now.
You right. You know what I mean? You right. Anybody know what verse he's talking about? That was one. Go ahead.
Is it the Proverbs 31 woman?
Yeah, I mean, Proverbs 31 woman definitely cover it, but that's not necessarily what I was looking for right now. That's not the verse that I was necessarily looking for, but that definitely does cover it. Proverbs 31.
Like, sir.
Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. I got it. It's in 1 Timothy 2:9.
I like that one, but it's another one I'm looking for that's similar to that. But that is true. I like that one, but it's another one that I'm specifically looking for.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is it gonna be First Peter verse 3?
That's a good one too, but I'm not necessarily looking for that one. It's another one that I'm looking for.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
It's not Ecclesiastes 26:14. You said the opposite, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be Ecclesiastes 26:14. It might be hard to get. You understand? It might be hard. I'm probably give maybe one more person a chance. But it's like he says, like likewise. You understand? It's talking about how women should act, especially when other sisters coming into the truth, if they've been in the truth for a while, or how sisters should act towards each other.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it Ecclesiasticus 26:2?
Nah, that wouldn't be it. But it's give me Titus. It's in Titus. Titus 2:3. Give me Titus chapter 2 and start at verse 3. But all those that y'all said is definitely good precepts. It is not the specific one that I was looking for. Read it when you got it. We having a hard time finding it?
No, sir, what chapter
Oh, Titus chapter 2. Titus chapter 2, verse 3.
Okay, I want to make sure I was right. Call out of one time. This is the book of Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things.
Right, you understand? Read that from the top again.
Call out of one cause. This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Right, now a lot of people, a lot of men, you know what I mean, not in this school, but you know, other schools, the Christian church, or well, not necessarily the Christian church, because you know they put the woman over the man in the Christian church, but other Israelite groups, they'll pull what is it, 1 Timothy's 3:12, I believe. They'll pull that where it say woman shall be silent, and they'll think that a woman can't teach nothing, or you know what I mean. They'll pull the verse where it say, "I suffer not a woman to teach," and they'll think, "Oh, a woman can't teach anything," but that's not true. When it's talking about that, it's like the woman can't teach a Bible, but what can a woman teach? That's a question.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead. No, hold on. I want a sister to tell me what a woman can teach. Just in case the sisters need some help, it's in the verse that we're looking at right now. Just look down and you'll be able to see it. Most of the time I ask a question, it's going to be answered within the verse that we're looking at.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
To how to act and how to behave yourself.
Right, you understand? That's a woman can teach other sisters, their daughters, on how to treat their husband, how to love their husband, how to be sober, how to love their children. You understand? How to be discreet, how to be, you know what I mean, obedient. You understand? That's things that a woman can teach. You understand? Especially aged woman. When it says aged woman likewise, it's not talking about age as in, you know what I mean, your physical age, like, oh, it's an old woman. It's talking about a woman that has been in the truth or been around the truth, you know what I mean, been in the truth for a while. You would think a woman that's been in the truth for a while would know how things go, know how a woman should act, you understand, know how to be a righteous woman. So she will be able to teach the new sisters that's coming into the school. She will be able to be like, you know, sis, we don't necessarily do that. You know what I mean? Sisters should normally act like this, or they act like this. This is how we should be doing things. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? They might find, you know what I mean, a woman talking about their husband. Oh, Salakia, sis. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's okay to talk about your husband. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't really want, you know what I mean? You not, without being rude, you trying to let them know, like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear your business, that what you got going on. Like, you know what I mean? Not supposed to really do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what women can teach other women to be. That's why I say aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, meaning they behaving themselves correctly. They behaving themselves according to the Bible. You understand? Not false accusers. That deals with busybodies. That's the opposite of being a busybody. A busybody is someone who's all in people's business, shouting out rumors, you know what I mean, telling whatever they want to tell, not even knowing if it's true. So you could be falsely accusing people. But because you feel some type of way, because you're emotional, because you might have heard somebody who really don't know, you heard from a second, third party. So it couldn't be true, but you saying it anyway as if it's true. Not the opposite of that is not being a false accuser. Not giving too much wine. We just read that a woman, drunken woman, anger brings great anger. The opposite of that is not giving too much wine. I mean, you can have a drink, but don't be throwing back drinks until you get drunk. You gotta get a certain type of feeling before you done felt like you drunk enough. You know what I mean? Drink one drink and feel good and let it be that. You understand? Not giving too much wine. Teachers of good things. So you supposed to teach good things. Help sisters. You understand? That's one thing that we definitely need to make sure we doing. Because, women coming out from the world, you know what I mean? It's a lot harder for women coming out from the world because just like Cap Tazariak said on the grill yesterday, you know what I mean? Women got definitely like a jealous stigma, or you know what I mean? They hate to see another woman doing good or have a good man. They always got to try to bring them down. You know what I mean? That's a heavy spirit on our sisters, especially when coming to the truth, coming out the world. You know what I mean? So that's why we want to make sure when we sisters coming in, we welcome them with sisterhood. We welcome them to make them feel welcome and not feel like they got to click up or be with a certain group of women, but they could be with any sister and it'll all be the same. Because women click up way more than men. You understand? Women, they have their own cliques and their own little factions or groups that they form way more than men do. You understand? So that's why when coming to the truth, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be friends or clicked up with one group, but then the other group of women in the truth you don't like. You understand? If that's the case, then something is going on with you. So that's why you don't want to be like that. You want to be sisterly, always showing that they're welcome, helping them when they need help, teaching them something that they don't know, you know what I mean? There's always a way to do it, but you know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to be doing. Especially if you've been around long enough and you know how things go. You understand? That would be the opposite of being a busybody, a wicked woman. You understand? Give me we're gonna jump to going back to what you shouldn't do as a woman. Give me Proverbs 9 and 13. Yeah, Proverbs 9 and 13. Jimmy Westbrook, I just seen you said that wasn't what I was looking for at that moment, but yeah, I'm about to definitely get into that right now. That's what I wanted to talk about. Give me Proverbs 9 and 13. And read it when you got
Out
it.
of one con. The book of Proverbs 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Right, a foolish woman is clamorous. You understand? It deals with being a busybody. You understand? What a tattler. What does it mean to be clamorous? Nobody knows what it means to be clamorous. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a woman that's always talking and really ain't saying nothing. Running her mouth all the time.
Right, that's what it means to be clamorous. Loud and talking and running your mouth all the time. And it says a foolish woman is clamorous. They're going to run their mouth. They're not going to allow you to talk. You understand? They're going to get into an argument and they're going to keep talking and never allow you to get a moment to say anything back because they know as soon as you talk back, they're going to be proven wrong. That's why they're clamorous. Because it says they are simple and they know if nothing. You know what I mean? Women get into this mode. I'm not talking, like I said, I'm not talking about no sisters in the school. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about in general. Women will get into that mode to where they just talking and talking and talking and swear they know everything. You know what I mean? They swear they schooling you, they teaching you. They swear they just you know what I mean? They know exactly what they're talking about. But in reality, they don't know nothing. You know what I mean? It's simple. They're talking very simple-minded. First of all, they being a false accuser. That's why I wanted to bring it after that. Because they being a false accuser, 9 times out of 10, they saying stuff that's not even true. You understand? But they know it's not true. That's why they keep talking and they're being loud. You understand? That's a foolish woman. You understand? You're not supposed to be just keep talking and talking and talking. You know what I mean? Oh, the Lord gave me this mouth to speak. No, you know what I mean? That's how you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to always be gossiping, running your mouth, and talking, being clamorous. That's what a foolish woman does. You understand? But a woman should be. Give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and 13. This is how a woman should be, rather than being loud and clamorous. She should be Ecclesiasticus 26 and 13. Start at 13.
Calling out of one con. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
Right. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, meaning how she acts, how she carry herself, it makes him happy to come home. You understand? He should be happy to come in the house. Oh, you know what I mean? Man got done with a long day. You know what I mean? Working a dead end job where you know what I mean? Nobody give a damn about him. They just want to just want him to work, paying him a damn near bare minimum or whatnot. Ain't nothing like him coming home and being delighted. A graceful woman will do that. Make him just happy. Make him smile. Got the food cooked. You know what I mean? Children tucked in or they ready to eat. You understand? That's what's going to be delightful to a man. You understand? Keep going on that. Read that next part.
Verse 14. Oh, excuse me. And her discretion will fatten his bones.
Right. And her discretion, meaning she always worried about what she going to say. You understand? She not just saying things just to say them or shouting out whatever she think. She always considering what she might say and if it'll offend somebody or if it'll make you or her look bad. You understand? That will fatten his bones. You understand? Fatten your bones mean to be healthy. You understand? You're not, you know what I mean, deprived, anorexic, skinny, you know what I mean? Or where you just, you know what I mean, you're not healthy. You understand? But you fattening your bones meaning you healthy. You understand? You good off. You good at how you are. Because of the discretion of your wife. You understand? Read verse 14.
Verse 14.
I think his phone cut off. Somebody read. Oh, wait, go ahead. You might be losing service.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Salakia, sir. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Right. This is how you should be. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Instead of being loud and clamorous, being silent is something that is a gift from the Lord. You understand? A woman think that the Lord done gave her the mouth to talk. Right here, you know they don't read the Bible because right here in the Bible it say a silent woman is a gift of the Lord. You understand? That's how a woman should be. Not being loud. And that don't mean a woman can't talk. Like, I don't want y'all to look at this and be like, oh, I got to be quiet. Or your woman got to be quiet and she can't talk. She can talk. Y'all can have conversations. You know what I mean? But on some type, but it just lets you know, it reiterates that being quiet is something that's greatly appreciated by a man. It's a gift of the Lord. Not running your mouth all the time. Not talking about this and that. And, you know what I mean? Salakia, causing problems in your household. Sometimes a man want to come home and just have some peace and quiet. That's a gift of the Lord that you're able to give him that peace and quiet. And that's a gift to him too. It's a gift of the Lord to him. You understand? And there's nothing well valued than a mind well intact, well instructed. Meaning you know what your role is. You know what you're supposed to do. You understand? You know that you're not supposed to be over your husband. You allow your husband to lead. You allow your husband to be the leader that he's supposed to be. That's having your mind well instructed. And it's nothing greater than that. Read that verse 14 again.
Calling out of the book of Salakia, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Right, there is nothing. You mean you can't price? It's priceless. You can't put a price on it. There's nothing that you can offer to have a woman with her mind well instructed. There's nothing worth it, man. You understand? That's how a woman should be, with a mind well instructed to her husband. Respecting her husband, obeying her husband. You understand? Of course, if he's telling you to do something that's a sin, then, you know what I mean, you can say, no, you don't have to do that. But anything that comes to where it's righteous, or he's telling you it's righteous, you understand? Or maybe he just prefers something. then do it. You understand? Be well instructed. Be willing to take instructions. You understand? Because that is a woman's gift of the Lord to a man. You understand? But anybody got? I got a whole nother chapter or verse I want to bring out. Anybody got any questions though before I go into it? Any questions on anything? I want to answer some questions. Anybody got any questions? Something that they read? Go ahead.
Shalaki, sir. Did you break 16 down?
You said verse 16?
Yes.
Or 26 and 16?
Come on, sir.
All right, go ahead and read it. I'm gonna see we can go ahead and read it.
Ecclesiastes 26:16. As the sun, when it arises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
Right. So when you see the sun, go ahead.
No, I'm asking about how much of the order should she have in the house.
What you mean? What you mean by so much of the order shall she have in her house?
For as the man running the house, I mean, for him not being there, I mean, she got only so much order in the house. I'm thinking that she only got so much order in the house. Well, what responsibility that he leaves her? I mean, is no more. She don't have no more order in the house than what he gives, right?
Okay, you looking at it and I see what you're saying, but you looking at it in like the wrong type of context. So we know as the sun. Okay, so we're gonna start from the top. As the sun when it arises in the high heaven. So you know when the sun starts to rise, sunrise when it's in the and when it's in the air. You know what I mean? When you see it in the sky, it's something beautiful. So it's relating the sun's beauty in the air as beautiful as a woman in the ordering of her house. Now the part where it says in the ordering of her house, that's just her being in order. Like you looking too much in detail in it. Go ahead. You said something.
Okay, I got you. Now, Salaki, sir, I got you.
Yeah. You looking at it. Yeah, you were just looking at it in a little bit too much detail, as if like she has some type of order over the man, or you trying to compare how much order she has with the man. No, her being in order over the house is just her being in order. You understand? Meaning she's instructing the children. She's telling the children, like when you not there, she can take care of the household. Meaning make sure the children doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Making sure the food is cooked. It's clean, like order on the house. You understand? It's not saying as if she got a order compared to the husband. You understand? Like we all know the order is the husband over the woman, but it's just her playing her part, her letting the husband be over her, and her taking care of the children, how she need to take care of the children based off of what the husband wants to be done. So yeah, you just looking into it a little bit too much of a deep detail. You know what I'm saying? But it's just simply her being in order. Anybody got any other questions? Anybody else have any other questions before I get the next verse? Come on, I want some questions. I want to answer some questions.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
What if a man is married to one of these type wicked women that's being described here tonight? Is there a course of action he should take?
If a man is married to a wicked woman, well, first of all, we know. What do we know? That's a question. First of all, what do we know? All right, I'll answer it. We know that he would not be able to put her away. You cannot just divorce a woman and she ain't, you know what I mean, sleep with nobody else. She didn't commit adultery. You will not be able to put her away. So we know that. So if you do find yourself with a woman, you know what I mean, such as the one that we went to in class, then the best thing that you can do is to try to teach her and work with her and deal with her. You understand? It's up for you to put up with her. You understand? That's why you are the man. That's why she is the weaker vessel. So you gonna go through problems to where she doing certain things and she not acting how you want her to act. But it's up for you to give reference, give understanding that she's the weaker vessel, and keep working with her. You understand? Keep trying to help her. Keep doing what you do. You don't allow her wickedness to keep you from doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You don't use it as an excuse of because of how she acting. Now you got to, you know what I mean? You can't act a certain way, or now you can't do what you need to do to get done. You understand? The Lord, if she's that wicked, the Lord will handle it. But you need to make sure you in order. You need to make sure you doing what you're supposed to do for that to happen. You understand? Because you might, you know what I mean, you might find yourself, you know what I mean, you might have came into the truth and was dealing with a woman, and you know what I mean, she don't give a damn about the truth. You know what I mean? You do what you do, because maybe one day she'll see that you really taking this serious, no matter what you doing. You know what I mean? Maybe one day she'll look at you and see how serious you taking it, and she'll get on board. She'll realize that, well, damn, since I can't have my way and he not budging, I want to be with him, so let me start to work on myself. And you know why? Because you kept doing what you had to do. You kept following the truth. You understand? You got that?
Yes, sir. I got one more question relating to that.
Go ahead.
Just by me or anyone that's going through something with a wicked wife or an ungodly wife or what have you, just by continue to walk the right path, you know, most high will be done anyway.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why you got to make sure you in order and you doing what you doing. You doing what you supposed to be doing. It was the precept. We just read the precept not too long ago. What was it? Let me see. Go back to Ecclesiastes 7:26. That was the precept that we read just for that. And read the last part on it.
Let me get to it. You said 7:26?
Yeah, 7:26. Ecclesiastes 7:26. Read the last part on it.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Right. If you pleasing God, if you pleasing the Most High, you will escape from her. You understand? So the Lord gonna either get her on board, she gonna get the knowledge and realize she need to get on board, or she might just leave. You understand? That's what's gonna happen when you're dealing with a woman like that. But that's why you
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
Slakia. I have a question. You want to finish your point first?
No, I was done. You can go ahead.
All right. In Ecclesiastes 25 and 26, can you explain that one for me, if you will?
You said Ecclesiastes 25 and 26?
Another one, come.
All right, go ahead, read it.
Ecclesiastes, Book of Sirach, 25, verse 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
Right. So back in the Old Testament, you understand, because we understand the Apocrypha. I know this question, I know this answer, but I'm going to just double check on it. I'm going to double check on it because that's why we had the New Testament where Paul, you understand, has said something different, which is you're not supposed to be putting your woman away, because I know we did that back in the Old Testament. You understand? There was a way that you would be able to do it. But before I give you the answer, I'm gonna make sure, because I was already reading this. I wanted to get into Ecclesiastes, the 25th chapter. And like I said, I'm 90% sure I know this, but I want to be 100% before I answer it for you. So I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna either probably bring it up in next class if I don't get it to you before this week, and it just, you know what I mean, hit your phone and tell you. But like I said, I'm 90% sure. That's what I was about to answer it. But I'm like, you know what? I want to just be 100% sure before I go ahead and give an answer. So, you know what I mean? I'll get back to you on that one for sure.
One.
All right, no sweat. Anybody else got another question? But that was a great question though, because other people, other schools, you know what I mean, other Israelite groups, they'll read this verse and they'll use this verse as a means of they can just put away their wife if she don't do it. And that's why I know, you know what I mean. This is what I will say about this right now. Other people read it, like I said, other people read this verse and think that they can put away their wife, you know what I mean, if she don't listen. But then what is that? What is that start? Like, what type of problem would that start? Like, what could go wrong with this if that was the case?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, young man L.
Adultery.
That's true, but just talking about in this little case right here, what could be, you know what I mean, the problem that'll happen when this happening?
Every man can just get out of relationships, and you know, just put us in whoredom, put our women in whoredom.
Right. In other words, is somebody else want to try before I go in? Say something about it.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Kevian.
To me, it sounds like when I'm reading that, it sounds more like, you know what I'm saying, I get the Christian vibe from it, like how they, you know what I'm saying, they're marrying, divorcing. Mainly, you know what I'm saying, TD Jakes, where like women that aren't loose. That's what I'm feeling like getting from the verse.
Right, yeah, that's you know what I mean. That's not the context I was looking for. That's not really like you right, but that's not what I was looking for when I said that. Anybody? Go ahead, young man Willie.
I was gonna say, we had read it earlier. I'm trying to go back to find where it was, but it's basically talking about it. In this context, it looked like a lot of confusion when you started in this context. But we read a scripture about it to start class.
I'm gonna just go ahead. Anybody else want to take a shot?
I got it, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Salakia. It goes to Ecclesiastes chapter 23 and 11.
Oh, the swearing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because when you marry a woman,
Oh, you're making an oath.
You're making an oath with that father.
Right.
You know, to be where he was to her, but on a whole nother level. You did that before him and before the Most Power. So you'll be breaking the oath.
But damn, that's definitely correct. You know what I mean? That's not what I was looking for, but that's definitely correct. You understand? That's definitely correct. I could give you a hand for that one. You know what I mean? That was definitely correct. You understand? But what I was looking for is if this verse is what people think it is, you know what I mean? Not saying nobody in the school, but this verse is what other groups, you know what I mean, Israelite groups think it is. Do you know what can happen? How you going to get your wife right? How you going to get any woman right? You understand? That means that in your mind, you ain't got to deal with her. You ain't got to work with her. You ain't got to help her. You tell her to do something, and she might just be coming out the world. She might have just came to the school. She going to have problems. That's why I say give reference to the woman for the weaker vessel and dwell with them accordingly. Meaning you not even dwelling with them accordingly. You don't even give a damn that they the weaker vessel. You know why? Because you just think that you can put her away because she don't do what the hell you tell her to do. That's where the problem lot comes in. You understand? You say, okay, cook me a sandwich. She say, I don't feel like I'm tired. I'm going to divorce you. You ain't doing what I want you to do. That's where the problem could come in. Because men will use this and take advantage of this and think in their mind, well, if she do anything if she not a 10 hut on what I tell her, I could just throw her away. You understand? That's not righteous. Righteous would be to help her, work with her, and teach her so she can be okay. Not giving a damn about her because she don't follow you or she not, you know what I mean, there yet. Maybe she need a little bit more time to understand, to be following the Most High, to be following you, to understand and let you lead. But you ain't got the time. You know why? Because you can just give her a bill of divorce because she not doing what she tell you that you want her to do. You understand? That's why it'll and just like you said, that's what'll lead to adultery. Because you'll have a lot of men putting away women for really no damn apparent reason. Just to go get another woman, and then now she got to get another man knowing she's still with you. You causing sin. You causing adultery. But like I said, I'm going to give the exact breakdown on what it's talking about right here. And I'm going to go ahead and probably bring it out in class next week, probably before at the beginning of class, or I'll probably just hit you up and let you know. You understand? But anybody got any other questions? I'm probably not even going to bring on the verse. We closing class, so I'm just answering some questions. Anybody got another question?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Going back to what you said about the teaching, the other schools teaching off of that premise on verse 26.
Right.
Can we go back to the book of Titus chapter 2, and then it says verse 10 is talking about how the young men should be as far as in the truth. Verse 6 says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, and always in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works and doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity. Science speaks that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. Would that be a context or a precept to use to say, to try to help a brother understand that he should teach his wife the right way to go?
Right. That's exactly how a young man should be. That would definitely be a great precept for it. Young men, likewise, exhort to be sober-minded, meaning you got to be sober, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. If you show yourself to, as soon as a woman say something, anything against you, you get into an argument with your woman, here's the bill of divorce, go. You're not showing good works on yourself. Good works would be what the woman, it's better to be with a woman that was wicked and you lead her to be righteous because of how in order you was and how she just understood and seen it, rather than you putting away any woman that you want. Pretty much in the world. You still in the world, sleeping with whoever you want to sleep with, and as soon as he says something against you, because you got to think about it in a context like this. Men will use this, and I'm just going to be real, men will use this verse and go and sleep with a woman in the world, knowing damn well she's like that. You know what I mean? Knowing damn well that she don't know nothing about the truth. All she know about the truth is what you just told her in the 7 hours or, you know what I mean, couple hours you was talking to her before you laid down with her. You know what I mean? And after you laid down with her, okay, we married, but then you tell her, okay, well, you got to do this and this and that. They like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, now bill of divorce. You know what I mean? That's not showing good works of yourself. So yeah, this would be a good precept to use, you know what I mean, according to that. Anybody else got any questions? Come on, at least one more question. Anybody else got any questions? Alright, no sweat. I'm going to go ahead and close out the class. Give me 1 second. Stop the online video.